Well, there's a lot going on in our Old Testament reading today in 2 Samuel 11 and 12. And here we've got King David, called, appointed by God to be the man, and all kinds of stuff is going on. So he sees Bathsheba and he likes the look of her, so he sleeps with her. And then when she gets pregnant, he's like, pants, I better sort that out. So he gets Uriah, the husband, back from war, thinking, you know, he's been at war for a while. If I get him back with his wife, presumably they'll sleep together, and then bingo, that solves the pregnancy mystery. But Uriah is an honourable man and won't do it. He's like, no, all the other guys, they're still at war. I'm not going to be having sex with my wife. And so he doesn't. So then David is like, pants again. So then he gets Uriah drunk, thinking that would surely seal the deal. Uriah still won't do it. And so then basically he has him murdered. And what a mess, what a kind of chain of events. How, you know, the man of God, the king appointed by God, how did he get there? Well, it starts at the very beginning of chapter 11 when it says it was spring and it was the time of year when kings go to war. And in those days, kings didn't lead wars from behind, you know, closed doors. They led the charge. They were the warrior leaders. And as king, he had some kingly business to be getting on with, and he wasn't. Who knows why he didn't go? Maybe he kind of was feeling a bit self-satisfied, of like, I've got this king business down now, someone else can get on with the dirty work. Maybe he was feeling tired. Maybe he was feeling a bit like, yeah, I'm not really up for all this constant work or fulfilling God's will. I need a bit of God time out, and someone else can get on with that. I'm just going to give myself a bit of a break. And maybe we resonate with some of those things. Maybe we feel sometimes, oh man, it's hard work following you, God. Maybe I'll just take a bit of time out. It just, when we take our eyes off the thing that he's calling us to, there leaves this chasm, and too often what we fill that chasm with is mess. It might not look perhaps a mess such a grand scale of David's, but nevertheless, there's that awareness from God that means that our behaviour comes in line with our heart almost. If our heart is away from God, then our behaviour will be too. But I'm so glad that we get both chapters together, because then what we get is that, you know, in chapter 12, Nathan comes, and he says, you know, this is what you've done. And David is just devastated. When he's confronted by his sin, he's devastated. And then, you know, as the son dies, what does he do? He dusts himself off and he worships. All the mess, all the pain that has been caused by David, he uses that opportunity not to get bitter, not to push away further, but says, I'm going to put myself back in the place where I always should have been, which is the place on my knees, on my face before you, acknowledging that you are God, that you are good, that you are in charge. It's a call for us today, whatever is going on. If we sense maybe some of that awareness in our hearts, where we're not getting on with following him, we're feeling a bit like time out, God calls us again, put me in the centre, be like David, the man after my heart, that will worship me, whether circumstances good or bad. Get on your knees, get on your face and worship me. Have a great day. See you again soon. Bye.